2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
First down at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On the Seahawks 44-yard line.
From the 44, Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Slings this deep from the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rashad Penny. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Stafford now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And he's got room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, 39 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Go here.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing again. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On third down, Swift. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Give me radar.
Stafford looks to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out. And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Give me some.
9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
180. Check. Watch what he throws. 40 got. 40 got. Zero.
Again, it's Stafford. There goes a deep ball in zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jaron Reed drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They begin with a run by Penny, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So this is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
250. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Kill. Alert. Shit. Hey, red.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Stay with your man. Check 26. Check 26.
To the air again. Stafford. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe. Yeah,
go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Good.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here I come again. Clear. Hey, switch gears. 14.
To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 85 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hey, 22!
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. They run the counter. Swift. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Shady weapon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeAndrew White there to make the grab, as his guys are back within a single score.
Hey, 22! Say. Greystone travel.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, a give to Penny. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Myers' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
You got nothing.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
You draw quarter. Hey, pick up. 0. 22.
Play action. Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On first down, Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike, check. And middle.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run on first down. Swift slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A good pickup there at 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Middle.
Stafford looks to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Stafford on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the...
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go, baby. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, he gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now it's Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, that's caught by Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Throwing now is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Penny. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Hey, alert. Hey, 0, 0, 0. 80 weapons. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Check, 59. You better be afraid.
Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB.
He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.
think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off, a hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. showing skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bra. When you're post, you're popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Try, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Mexico City Conquistadors.
Ready? Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Yeah. Spot. Topper. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Denver.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Block now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jadeveon Clowney in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, Locke. On the crossing route, complete. That's Miles.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Rebound, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
On the set.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. as his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. The point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll set up a throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hey, check. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 6-6, pull it high. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Let's go. 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back sack at his own 6-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Another try after the first down sack. Block, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
18 Gator. Single.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Let's make these babies ready.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Ready.
51, 951. Let's go. Check 3.
5.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
70 Indy.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Blue draw Corker.
Under 10. Shit. Check 24.
Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Mike 51. I'm going to come back to you.
Rush in.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Stop your whining.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Slam.
Go. Get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. He finds Taylor, complete. 16 yards, a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here, because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. We taking wins. Get it.
They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 2. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll drop the throw. He's going to launch this thing. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Undercrush. 6-6, pull it high. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
One's the mic. Watch one. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Clock now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Kill. Check 99.
You draw corkers.
On 2nd and goal, Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Push him back.
2nd and 10. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Lock now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Yep. Pop, pop, pop. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Locked now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Webster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll set up a throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's caught to Charles. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Miles. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Come on, fellas.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Ready? Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch me. 80 weapons. Hey, orbit. Start.
On 3rd down, Lock. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this time.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Look at me. Zipper.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So nice number one.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there.
I'm here all day. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's